Well, folks, today we want to welcome Anton and Debbie.
Hello.
All the way from
North Carolina.
Right. On holiday here, right?
Yep.
Very good.
She said that Carolina, like she really like that place, boy.
Yeah, my God. Carolina.
Yes, the Carolinas.
Okay, you've been away for a long spell in the States?
Yeah, we left Trinidad in 2000. We migrated in 2000 to Toronto. And we moved to the States in 2009.
Okay.
So we've been living in the US since 2009.
Very good,
With our only child, she just turned 25. Shanice.
Congratulations.
Shanice, yes.
That is right.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful girl.
Big up to our daughter Shanice.
Oh, God.
And all our Trini friends back in Toronto and North Carolina.
Very good.
We're in the presence of a beautiful family that we follow. So it is a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
So you all follow Mr. Sana?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Love him big time. Yeah. He puts a smile on your face every day. He funny.
Mr. Sana,
Hey,
Mr. Sana, boy. Hey, Mr. Sana.
Every time you get that notification on your phone, Sana live. You tune in. Getting ready for work and
wait for your food.
Yeah, she's been in bed. Sana, in the morning, waking me up.
Yeah, I've watched you guys a couple times too, bite into a roti. I follow you guys a little bit too, but yeah, you all were in your back porch and talking about marriage and stuff, and you had a think like Sana about your roti a couple months ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a dog next door as well.
Yes, in the back.
Right, yeah.
What is his name again?
Frags.
Frags, yeah.
Frank,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Frank didn't come through that wire, you know.
Yeah, because his hole is there. I feel it's Sana take a pliers and cut that chin. Oh my God, Sana, don't make it alive.
Oh, gosh. Lord.
I'm saying that.
Sana? You do that way?
You want Frags to protect your yard too? It's all like my neighbor boy.
I got it.
Half and half, Nancy.
Go easier.
50-50, boy.
But I don't find it just look like 50-50, you know.
That is 50-50, Nancy.
Careful.
That's all of it?
You know, yeah.
Where you hide it? 50.
That ain't 50, why?
You got all of it.
What's that?
Papa,
The
you.
stuff, the chocolate and thing.
I showed you.
Oh my.
So what do you want to tell us about marriage, girl?
Boy, we
How long you married?
Since 1992. How much years is that?
32 years.
32 years.
Very good,
32
very
years
good,
since
very good.
1992. 32 years.
So how did you all meet?
I'm a South girl. He's from Port of Spain. And I was working in Twin Towers or Customs, one of those places, government places.
I think it's Twin Towers.
Twin Towers is where I met him. And that was in 1986, I think. 87 we met. And I love at first sight.
That's good looking.
Love at first sight. I think he was, coming out of with his girlfriend, breaking up with him, with her. And we became friends. We work in the same department. We became good friends, and the South girl got caught up with the Port of Spain guy.
South girls and all over boys.
Yeah.
She's from the Caucasus, you know.
I know. Yeah, so it's
South girls having for those North boys.
You like to call us country, Where you find this girl from St. Madeleine down the bush,
Too much kid feel.
St. Madeleine?
Yes, St. Madeleine, yeah.
You always feel, you're getting this country girl, but hey, 32 years later, yeah,
She's a tongue girl now.
Yeah.
Big tongue.
Right? Yeah.
Big country.
Big up tongue ladies.
Big out the South people,
Yeah.
boy. Them South women have it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Last Saturday I was doing something in San Fernando. Louis had gone on a girl's line.
Okay.
And I remember having a meal. But I came across a word recently. It's called gyroscophobia.
You pronounce that big word correct?
Yeah, boy, I practice it so often. Girascophobia.
Oh.
The fear of growing old.
Oh.
I didn't know people used to be afraid of growing old.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought it was a natural process.
I think
A lot of
people
people.
still have that feeling. Not me, but I think a lot of people have that fear.
So you're not afraid of growing old?
No. I am good with. I am not. At my age as well. I'm not embarrassed to hide my age. I'm not embarrassed to, I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that God keep me alive. As long as I'm not scared of growing old at all. I have friends who they think of sickness, they think of finances, and they think of so many other things. But I'm going with the flow. I love the Lord, and
I think a lot of people are scared of getting sick as they grow older. Not when you get old.
The health part, the health factor.
In terms of life and quality of life and stuff. Yeah, I think that's the main thing with me as well. Age is something that we all have to go through, but my fear is getting sick. Sick and you can't walk and
something mental,
something mental, something physical. Yeah.
So do you talk about these things to Debbie?
Yeah. Now and then.
Yeah. We talk about future and stuff.
But she works in a place called BJ's, and her main job is selling credit cards.
Selling credit cards.
Yeah. So she's the whole day she talking. Yeah. So she's the most social one.
I communicate more. I'm the communicating person.
Right. Okay.
Until it's more private, reserved. I kind of pull him out. So and I remember years ago, before we migrated, we had a couples group in South. It was my aunt and her husband, and my cousin and her husband, and Anton and I. So 3 couples. And for many years we had that couples group that we just amongst ourselves, we got together every Saturday. It would be hosted by Anton and I. Next Saturday, another couple, and we just have finger foods and stuff. And we would just sing and talk and cry and pray just for life. Another couple going through something challenging.
A prayer study kind of thing?
Yeah, it was a Bible study thing, and it started with couples. And we would just share ups and downs in our relationship with the other couple and laugh and talk and cry. And that was way before we migrated. And that was something that strengthened me. That couples group every Saturday. And it's not about even the food part. It's just I'll be a family with cousins and aunts and uncles, but just that bond as together, and just sharing, quarreling too much, and that we used to leave there feeling so uplifted. That we helped each other in our problems and stuff.
It was a forum to share.
Every Saturday was a rule. Every Saturday, one weekend is our house, next weekend is Suzanne's house, next weekend is Auntie Shirley. And for years we did that. Once we migrated, I think it phased out. It phased out.
Yeah.
You ever tried it in Carolina?
No, not we have a group of friends, Straight Island friends, but it's not like it's not a couples thing. But we do talk about life and challenges and sickness and kids and stuff.
When Debbie worked, any training, she would say, "Look at that." I should hear the accent.
Like to meet up with
Love people,
Carolina. It's friends that she met. Like hearing people speak at the accent there.
So you're already talking to them on the phone.
Like if when I worked in not so much Canada, because Canada is more diverse. You get a lot of trainings in Toronto, but North Carolina coming to be a diverse city. So when people, the southern people, they don't really go out in the world. So when they hear my accent, they are amazed. And they will say, okay, keep talking. And if a trade agent pass by and they hear me, they go crazy. Oh my God, another trainee,
Yeah. And you're one of those that kept your Trinidad accent. And people love the Trinidad accent. They sing songs. They sing songs.
So we have friends in Trinidad, in the States that we get together with, and we touch on every topic. Politics, religion, which we kind of be careful with those things as well, because some people touch you with,
Exactly.
But definitely family life. Family life and stuff. So,
So is it true that men fear growing old more than women? Somebody said that.
Well, yeah, probably. I know, probably.
You think it's because the nature of women to really survive better than men? Do you think? I think, Ben.
I'm not sure.
I think so. I think it's always, you always say that women have the stamina to do things. The women, although the man is the head of the household, the woman, she's the one that have the stamina to get things done. To me, I always grew up like my mom. And between my mom and my dad, she was the independent person. She was the strength. She was the, you know, everything. She take charge. She take charge. And I still think in this modern century, I still think you get that women kind of just the boss. They take over, you know, take over everything. You want to have that balance as a couple, of course. A lot of women will say, I also want my independence. I love my husband. Yes, we are a couple. No secrets, you share stuff. A lot of women in my generation will say, hey, I also want my independence. I want to be able to go on a girl's line. I want to be able to make a decision and my husband trusts me. So in my generation, a lot of women have that strength in them where, you know what? This is Debbie, this is me. Right. I am doing this. I was coming Trinidad alone for 4 days. He wasn't in the pit here, it was me alone coming Trinidad. He jumped on board. Like you don't want to stay home by himself.
But then why?
It was me alone coming on the strip alone.
Tell them why.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
No, tell them why.
She started crying.
No, she wanted to sleep in Miami airport, you know, overnight, you know. Because of our daughter, she worked in American Airlines, so she got this special
parents pass.
Appearance pass. All right, but the flights were full.
And she could only get when she's still single, eh?
Because with those passes, you know, you have to be on standby. So if the flight full
from Miami,
she had to sit and wait for the other flight.
So she
So I might have had to stay in Miami airport.
I was good with that. The protector.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
The protector was coming in here. When I was saying, Anton, I'm fine.
A man's supposed to be the provider and the protector. Exactly.
But the woman is the boss.
She gave him permission to say that. She gave him permission to say that. But you know, coming back to that, what you asked just now about I come across certain where the women are not strong and the men are afraid to die before them. Because they don't know what's going to happen to the wife when they die. So that's a fear some of them have. Some of them have that fear.
I think as they grow older, you know, they probably realize that they can no longer protect a wife or family, or no longer provide for a wife or family. So that's probably a fear.
Simple things. Looking after the dog, cleaning the yard, cutting the lawn. When you see they start to get down, all of that they start to think about. You know, how is she going to make out?
How she will do this, how she will do that.
I'm talking about individuals who may have been working, they're retired now, but were working in banks and educated and custom being in charge. But they get married and they just decide not to do anything again, and the husband do everything, but the husband older. And all he say, the husband will turn around and say, well, I hope I die before her because I don't know how she will make out. Forgetting that this woman used to be working so many years and looking after herself and everything else.
Sex, you know?
Yes.
I've been on the in China, the what there?
Knight in Shining Armor?
The knight in shining armor.
Until the armor gets done.
Yes. Going to do this. But then,
Western men talking about?
yes, Western men. Never had one dealing with the, I never had dealings with the foreigners.
Because really and truly, if you really think of it in the Caribbean on the whole, I don't know, but I could talk about Trinidad for sure, but the women actually run the household.
Yes.
The women run the house, and that has been from time immemorial. Mother never worked. But father couldn't, what? Don't dare mash a fly without asking mother first. Right. You understand? So mother used to rule the roost, but he was the breadwinner.
Talking about my mother.
His mother. So and it's been passed on a generation. We know mommy doing everything, down to planning all the vacations, all the holidays. Daddy just used to bring in the money.
That's something for me then.
If you want to go anywhere, you want to go anywhere, you want to go out as a teenager, want to go somewhere, you have to ask mommy. And when mommy want to play a game, she said, go and ask daddy. And daddy will go, what your mother trying? Go back by your mother, you know I can't agree to that one. You understand? So, but the woman really run the household.
But I think nowadays it's kind of different. Because my mom, she never worked a day in her life. My father would say, no, mom, you stay home, how we do
That was his
but
mother too.
now, but now it's different. It's different
Both have to
now.
work because
Exactly.
it's cost of living is so high.
Yeah.
They're going into a mortgage.
Yeah.
And it is so high, they're balling. They're
Yeah.
literally balling.
Yeah.
I mean, we did it. We didn't cry as much, maybe cost of living wasn't as high. We managed, but then we didn't cry as much as you hear them crying now. And their salaries are higher, but they say, oh God, mommy, I don't know how I'm making out. You're getting things like that, you know what I mean?
That's true.
But the mortgages are really high. They have the cost of living. You're talking about houses now, whereas I paid $129,500 for my house. No, I didn't have cash, so I had to take a mortgage. But their house of 1.9 million.
Yes,
same house, right?
What? No.
But
This is somewhere else. But you're talking about 1.4 million, 1.95 million. If you want a bigger one,
2 million.
I find that's not
it is
crazy.
crazy, and these are not children who have managerial positions or anything like that. It's middle income.
Middle income.
It's middle income.
What's the mortgage rate in Trinidad now? Like 6%, 7%?
Yeah, I really don't know. You know, we have a homeowners plan with our organization, but they don't take it. There's so much bureaucracy with it that the children tend not to use it, and then they don't have the amount of time that they want. Scotia, actually, I don't want to give Scotia no big up, but anyway, they're giving them longer periods because they went into a mortgage where they're over a certain age already, and with that, with the other companies, it had to pay more. So to get a lower rate, they actually have to go in for a longer period of time because of the age. You understand?
Yes.
Because of the age, but it's very hard. And if you try to, it's not like how you might get it in the States or get it in Canada, where you could pay off your mortgage earlier. If you try to pay off anything earlier with the banks, you have to pay a penalty. Anything.
You know what? In Canada it's like that. In the States it's not. In the States you could pay off. You could sell out and pay a mortgage. No penalty.
But Canada is different. Canada, I guess it's like
that is why they prefer some people go to the credit unions, because the credit unions don't do it like that. They don't charge you a thing. They allow you to pay as much as you want. And you can pay it off as fast as you want.
That's good.
You understand?
Or else then feel to me like a house of like $1.4 million here is still cheaper than the States.
It has,
if you convert it to US dollars.
Yes. It has gone so high now.
1.4 million is about 200,000. US dollars, right? To buy a comparable house, you'll have to pay like 350. So house is still cheaper here than in the States.
So what will happen?
The cars are more expensive here than in the States.
A new car.
So tell me something. Youngsters getting married now, facing this kind of financial crisis, what's the alternative for, let's say, housing? Would they end up with their parents? Somebody end up somewhere?
Well, a lot of them applied to HEC to try to get houses, but that is a lot of nepotism going on there. Who know who getting houses? So the young people, especially the ones who working in certain organizations, and they don't get a chance to even get that option. So I don't know what it is. Most of them go to rent. They try not to come back in the parents' home, I think, but they try to rent because they're starting their families. Right, so they have the young child and wife and stuff, so they go to pay rent, and what happens to them, this is how they end up in mortgage now, because they realize that they're paying so much amount of money in rent, which is dead money, right? What they consider dead money, whereas they could think, but I try to tell them from before they even went in that, listen to me, when you go into a mortgage, you are going to scrunt. Because you are going to scrunt, because a mortgage is going to be much higher than what you're paying in rent. So they work out on paper. I look, I'm paying this and this, and I'm paying that and that. Yeah, man, I go manage. The reality hit. Yeah, we had to wait till month end come next month before we could buy this, before we could buy that. And you're living paycheck to paycheck. That's what they're doing. They're living paycheck to paycheck. The parents have to help. The parents have to help because they really are getting drowned in it, and it could affect them in different ways, because the frustration of it not being able to manage. There are different aspects of their life that they have to, especially if they have children. They have children going to lessons, or they have children going to curricular activities. All that is additional costs. all this additional cost. You know what I mean? So it's very hard for them, very hard for the young people now to manage. And I mean, they talk about they building more houses and things, but they're not getting the opportunities. I mean, I could tell you all the young people that I know, but none of them have no HGC house. None of them have all of them end up buying something and going into a mortgage.
Smile, Louis. That's serious topic, but smile.
Serious topic. I'm glad to be the age I am.
About mortgage. But the bad thing about a mortgage is the length of time you have to pay it off.
This is it.
It's like a 30-year mortgage.
Yes.
It's 30 years of spending. You know, that kind of thing.
But
what do you advise people to do? Like millennials, younger people, save your money. Like in Trinidad here, every month, you save a percentage of your income and put it in unit trust. Invest it so it will grow.
Because of the rate so high.
Right, But like if you if you got a job at 18 years old, you stay with your mom and dad until you're 30.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, you can have like a half of the money to pay it on. Something like that. That's what I would advise.
As if they could, that is if they could afford to even save.
Yeah, exactly. But in Syria,
you save by not paying rent if you live in home.
If you live at home.
Yeah, I think it is where you save the money as well. You never save money as money. Always save money that will work for you.
Yeah.
So you invest your money in the stock market or something like that. You can invest your money. So it grows over time. And it's compounded. So you put like $3,000 a month or something like that. For like 10 years. After that,
the only stuff that paying here is the banks.
Over credit union.
Credit union.
No,
the credit union they have thing, but even theirs have dropped. They used to be 6%. And that has dropped to
3%.
3%.
No, go unit trust.
Unit trust?
Yeah. But
unit trust invest their money abroad as well.
But unit trust depends on which one. I mean, that the money market income and growth, and income and growth, you have to be able to put in that money and don't touch it for it to work for you.
That's right.
You see, so
that's okay. I mean,
that wasn't moving in recent years. That wasn't moving either. That was standstill.
I mean, the correct thing with interest is that if you invest $100,000 and the market goes south, you still get back your money. You never lose money when you put in unit trust. It's a really good thing.
But was unit trust and people lost a lot of money.
No.
Oh dear, that was international trust at one point.
International trust.
Years ago.
I like unit trust for the grants, because unit trust is the only place that I really found that I could put away funds for grandchildren. Parents can't touch it. It is there until if my demise, by the time they reach 18, they could get it. Right? I told the parents, don't tell them unless they're responsible enough to handle it. Right? But the parents can't touch it. But the credit union, the credred union, if it's a minor, they give it to the parents.
Okay, so
you see what you're doing. That's like, let me tell you, you see brothers and sisters in the family, you're like, oh, I love you. When the parents dead, and leave the money for this one, leave the house. Ooh,
I will see some tension. Sometimes in some families that is happening. Break up.
So the advice is, listen to me, make a will with no gray areas. When you die, everybody know you getting this one, you getting this one, end that story. Because it's not real.
Drops nice
tension.
Well, anyway, can you, Debbie and Anton, give any kind of advice to youngsters who might want to get married now? I've been facing all these challenges, as Mama Lou will say. What advice would you give?
I would say if you meet, whether it's the male or the female, you always hear thing about you meeting Mr. Right. I met Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Okay, you met your partner. I would say don't rush for marriage sake. Make sure you are ready. Make sure if you are a godly person, you pray about it. Because we believe in marriage, but don't rush the marriage just to say I'm married and I want a baby. Take your time to marry. Don't get into the marriage and then, oh my gosh, what is this? I don't have this, I didn't know you was like that. Make sure you have good communication skills. Make sure you have a plan for your savings, for whatever, and always work together as one unit. Make sure and be truthful, be honest, save together, and that communication is key. I find in a marriage that communication is key. So I would say don't fear marriage if it's Mr. Right, Mrs. Right, but make sure it's a very serious commitment. Make sure you have your plans set, and you go with God. But marriage is beautiful. I would say go for it if you have that Mr. or Mrs. Right, but just make sure you have your act together. Don't get into the marriage and then, oh my gosh, I bounced my head, I make a mistake. You didn't tell me you was like that. You didn't tell me, I didn't know you had this personality. I didn't,
Which is what happens.
Right, yeah.
I think you're right, but for me the critical thing is you gotta pray.
Praise, yeah.
Pray together.
Yeah.
Together.
You pray, ask God, listen to me, send you the right M-A-N. Or send you the right W-O-M-A-N. Yeah, otherwise, unless he choose for you, he choosing you. That's so much.
So did you pray about that?
Me? In them days? No.
After 22 years,
Now it's experience. You can talk about it. Now it's experience.
Just meet the country girl.
Them days was like, look at this young chick.
Come from the bush, from the country.
So why is it that
at that age you thinking about you just enjoying it.
So was down there. In your seals,
So what makes a man or a woman, particularly a man, after years of marriage and thing, you say you can advise, you pray for it, when we ourselves didn't do it?
Right.
What happened?
Yeah.
We were brave, we were debonair. What is it?
The risk is a different time.
Yeah,
They were different.
The thing is, God is all powerful. I call him the absolute God. Right. It's either you're right or you're wrong with God. It's either is light, is white, is black. Yeah. And if it is that you marry and you didn't pray, but now you want to pray the marriage, it's fine as well. He is powerful enough to work things out for you.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. There was another segment I could have done, and it had to do with manipulating your partner. Are you game for that? Tell me about people who manipulate in marriage, because I realize from little research that that's a major area that spoils marriage too.
As a major, I think you're right. Major.
Thank you, husband.
Yeah, well, we could afford a couple, 1 or 2 minutes more on that subject.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me something about.
What's me?
I don't know if you know of any instances without calling names, but this matter of manipulating your partner. Subtleties that are involved,
Yeah.
Nothing very noisy.
I mean, to me, I think the.
Sorry,
That's okay.
Yeah, but for me, I think the critical thing is that you have a man and a wife. And how I understand marriage to be. I think how it's supposed to work is that God put you together. All right. So the wife would have some strengths and some skills and things that she can do. Husband, he has some things that he can do. And you don't and you need to give each other space. Because for Debbie here, she's good at the social aspect. So she can talk to people like Sazi, what's her friends and some nice business. Other things like budgeting and stuff, I would kind of like to take care of those things. It's all a matter of specification. You good at this thing? Yeah, that's fine.
Use your strengths in the areas.
Yeah, exactly.
And you use your strength.
Yeah.
That's teamwork.
Yeah. And the other thing is communication as well. Always. For me, let me tell you, the best advice is that never go to bed angry. Always try to work things out, before you go and sleep. So the morning is a new day.
Let not the sun go down on your road.
Exactly.
So that's one way you would say that appreciate each other's skills, right?
Right, yeah, you know, you have certain areas that, you know, like, okay, you know what, areas that, you know, she's good at, you know, see social stuff, able to speak to others, influence others, she's good at that. You know, I'm not good at that. You know, so I would say to them, you know what, the different thing.
He's more quiet.
Your portfolio.
I have a different portfolio. You know what I mean?
But he loves his sports and fishing and stuff, you know, he have his
So you let him,
activities.
you give him
he
the...
love the outdoor.
Yeah.
Outdoor.
So you let him be who he is.
No.
Now we got
Sorry, I missed that.
Okay.
I don't think he can repeat that.
Well, sometimes he's the one to interfere with my thing, you know what I mean?
What that? I missed that.
So she allows you to do your thing, and she said, yeah. And you're like, no. Then you should have come that body language.
I think I got it. But
You always want to fish and you always want to I have this to do and
Yeah, boy, we have plans for you, know. To part every woman.
Don't worry, it has happened to answer me.
Listen to me, diary man. This I have this on this day, I have this on this day. What you have planned for this? I know. Coordinate, man. Coordinate.
When we went to Epcot Center
Yes.
in 1987, Nolan's always find that I always have plans for him to paint here, do this, do that. Yeah. So anyway, when we went in the Canadian pavilion, they had a show, and the husband getting ready to go, go out.
Grandpa.
And the wife saying to him, he done organizing, he did the bag, just to move out there. She had no idea what his plan is. She said, oh, it's a beautiful morning for painting the porch. He said, I'm going fishing.
I'm going fishing with the boys.
I went fishing with the boys. I said, seriously, boy?
I'm going out here.
Canadian woman have planned. Yeah. Because woman always has something in the house. She want that towel rack move from here to put there. She want the curtain rack to drop lower or higher.
That's where communication comes in.
I have some things here. This one is for Mom.
Oh.
This is a herb cutting board of
North Carolina.
North Carolina. The cities in North Carolina.
Oh, really nice.
Yes.
Lovely.
Sana, we needed that, boy.
Sarah, we use that more than
But turn it on the other side.
This is,
so damage your front.
This is for Sana. You can open up. Guess what's in the box?
Lovely.
Guess what's in the box?
So you can open up.
What is in the box?
Guess what's in the box?
Yes, Sana.
Bad one up.
I feel it's our bunny rabbit.
A bunny
Is that Jack in the box then?
Let me see.
What is in the box?
What could this be, boy?
What could that be?
What could this be, boy?
What could that be?
Copper too light.
What could that be? What's in it?
Ta-na-na-na. Hey, and you know I end up the video with that flip camera. Yes, I love it. Flip camera. Boss. This is very nice. Thank you very much.
Camera boy.
Anton, thank you, madam.
Yes.
Yes,
And then for our beautiful
social,
Roslyn.
Thank
you very much.
I love with her on the chat.
Oh,
And
well,
not
Thank you very much.
Thanks for it.
I
Thank you very much.
I really love this.
Thank you.
Yay.
R for Roslyn.
Yes, it's
lovely.
This is beautiful.
You know, I find the subscribers they really have good taste for
Plans.
For who, me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh my goodness, thank you very much.
This one is a large and this one is an extra large. So I wasn't sure, so I bought one large and one.
The large.
So this is for the extra. So I bought a large and an extra large because I didn't know if it wash and gets shrunk, it shrink.
Thank you very much.
Now the blue.
Keep it, yeah.
The blue is yours, eh?
Thank you very much.
What the green is yours?
One is large and one is extra large. And then the final one
Great.
is for Sana.
Right.
Button ups, boy. Wow.
So
I love it. I love
This
it.
fit too. There's a large.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That'll work.
Yes, this
That'll
one.
work.
I was asking Madeline.
Yeah, that'll work.
I said, should I?
It's a big fit.
Yeah.
Extra
I love
large
it.
for Linda.
I love it.
Extra large is for Linda.
Yes, I will give Linda the
Hey,
extra.
Lyndon. Lyndon, you can't remember Kavala, boy.
It will come.
I'm on a shirt over here. Hey, this is really nice.
But yeah.
Really nice.
Hold up this one, I'm going to say this one for Linda.
Extra large for Linda.
The extra large.
You see? It worked out then.
Yes.
Yeah. It worked out.
Right? An extra large for Linda.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Very good, very good.
I'm glad.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all,
Really
thank you all.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad of what the extra one. Yes.
I'm not going to have much one.
Okay.
Let me get
Yeah, thank you very much. Put it in my room.
Yeah.
The green one is not a hang up. The green one for Linda.
That's okay. You'll know where to find it. So thank you all very much, folks.
Yes. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ruth, that was delicious.
Rose made it good, eh?
That is always nice. Best part of the meal, dessert.
All right, fellas. But thank you very much, Debra
Thank you.
and Anton.
Thank you.
Safe journey back.
Thank you, guys.
Yes,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rose, for your
And
input.
Rose said,
Sana, for your meal.
Yes, ma'am.
Consolidaries together.
Yes.
Consolidaries, that would have no misunderstanding.
All right, friends. Thank you. Right?
I have some gift set